be talking about real quick some minimum things a man should have. I'm talking about straight out of high school. 16 years old, 17 years old, 18 years old. To me, every male, every man should have a piece of land. It don't matter what the circumstance. It don't matter if they're going to school to be a doctor. It don't matter if they're going to school to be a super scientist. Make sure your male offsprings have a piece of land. These days, of course, females too. But the man definitely want to have something somewhere to live if he's gonna be the provider. If you are gonna train your sons, especially single mothers who are raising sons, if you are gonna train your sons to be men, train them to be proper providers, proper protectors, especially fathers raising your sons. Get that boy some land. Go plant 10 fruit trees out there with your sons. Just go to um, Walmart, um, Lowe's, any local farm store, especially any local farm store, right? Buy 10 trees. I'm talking about the trees, not the seeds. Buy the trees because the trees will last forever. Buy an apple tree, a pear tree, orange tree, any kind of tree in your area, in your region. Just go on Google and be like, what's the best trees that grow in Fayetteville, North Carolina? Fruit trees, Miami, Florida, um, wherever you at, Columbia, South Carolina, Los Angeles, California, Detroit, Michigan. Just put in 10 best fruit trees that grow in my area. Okay? Plant those trees. Plant those trees. Go on something like Amazon or any website and start looking at durable tents, durable um anything that's kind of durable that's a tent, and get them a tent. Get them a tent. And you and them go out there on that land and y'all, hang out for a few days or whatever. Okay? Talk to your sons about being a man. It should be a rite of passage. It should be a way that imagine if every man, every male, as of today, had a piece of land when they turned 16, 17, 18 years. I'm not talking about, oh, well, whenever you're ready, this is your land. No, I'm talking about specifically, this is your land. It's in your name. It's in your trust name. Whatever you want to, however you want to do it. Specifically, these are your trees we are planting. Like, for example, this is a blackberry tree. This is a blackberry tree. Blackberry tree. Say specifically, this is your land. You'll never be homeless. When you have your woman, you bring her to this land. Show her you have a piece of land. She'll never be homeless. When you have offsprings, whether you're with the mother or not, you and your offsprings can come to this land and live. You will never be homeless. You will always have food. You're already planting the trees to have food. Matter of fact, If your male offspring is just born or about to be born or really young, and you plant the tree now, you buy the land now and plant the tree now, by the time they 16, 17, 18, those trees are fully grown. Those trees are fully grown. And you need to teach your boys proper gun safety. Every young man to me actually needs a gun, a rifle, and you need to teach them proper gun safety. The reason why a lot of young men are, especially black men, are out here shooting each other, they don't, a gun is a fantasy to them. They see it in the movies, all this type of stuff. If it was something that they was brought up with and it was nothing to them, they really wouldn't be acting stupid. They really would not be out here like, you know, I got a gun, I could kill you, I could shoot you type of mentality. All right. They would be more like, man, this fool just don't know. You know what I'm saying? And just walk away. You know what I mean? Type of mentality. I'm telling you guys, I think about, wow, imagine if my mother, my father, when I turned 16, 17, 18, say, hey son, I got you this piece of land. It's yours. We planted these trees here years ago. You got food forever. Um, Remember, we used to come up here and camp out. Take them every year, go camping with them on their land so they get familiar with their land. That's why I say get a tent that's kind of durable. Because the reason why I say get something that's kind of durable, because I want you to get something like a gazebo, a wood gazebo or something that you could put the tent under. Okay, there's gazebos you could buy real cheap, $500-$600, $1,000. You could even owner finance them if you get a nice one for like $3,000-$4,000, stuff like that. But right now, guys, I'm telling you, in 2023, land is accessible, very accessible for anybody. It don't matter if you got child support issues. It don't matter if you got warrants, tickets, if you're in prison. Land is very accessible. It don't matter your credit status. Okay, it don't matter anything. Owner financing land right now is number one way to get into real estate. Number one way, hands down. If you got $50 to $5,000 down payment, or you could pay cash, you can have your nice piece of land right now. You cannot have a house without a land for it to sit on. Okay? This is wealth. This is where the wealth starts. You buy them a piece of land. They'll never be homeless. Your son will never be homeless. It's funny how years ago and in other countries, probably in 60-70% of the world, a man with a piece of land is very, very rich. Very rich. Very wealthy, I should say. Very wealthy. Okay, he could grow food on that land. He could have a business on that land, where he mix cement, make cement blocks, where he start building little tiny houses on that land. He start working on cars on his land. He don't have to worry about nobody. He don't have to worry about go renting a shop from anybody to go fix on cars. He could put a garage right there on the land and start working on cars. Um, you know, Put a little barn and turn it into a store, turn the barn into a restaurant, especially out in the country. I mean, there's so many things you can do with land. You officially have your home and have your business. Turn it into a beauty salon, a barber shop. I'm driving around North Carolina, the country. I see all these little houses that are barber shops right in the middle of a neighborhood. Right in the middle of a neighborhood. I see junkyards right in the middle of a neighborhood. I see mechanic shops right in the middle of a neighborhood. I see construction uh, materials right in the middle of a neighborhood. All right. When you have land, you're set for life. You are set for life. You could turn it into a camp park, a RV park, all of that type of stuff. The possibilities are endless when you have land. You could start having aquaponics, have some fish ponds. I could go on and on forever. If not for you, buy your sons, even your daughters, like I say, a piece of land. Go out there with them on the land. Every year, make it a family trip every year to go on the land, go hang out. All right. I'm planning a family trip this year uh for my family to come out on the land um and stuff like that. Um it's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing. Whatever sacrifices you got to make it happen, you know, make it happen. Stop smoking weed, stop smoking cigarettes, stop drinking alcohol so you could pay for your land. Stop eating out all the time. You know, whatever you need to do, you don't need that five, six, $700,000 a month car note. You could go buy a cash vehicle or pay a lesser car note. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all living in these big old houses. You don't need no big old house. You need somewhere to rest your head comfortable at night. All right, you're renting these big old houses. You know what I'm saying? When really it's the land that's important. Anyhow, that's my message for today. Talk to y'all later. Peace. What's up, brother? You just got up?